You're listening to Silver Anniversary Movies. The podcast is celebrating their silver anniversary. So, can you guess the movie that is celebrating their 25 years of release?
I'm going back to March 8th, 1996. 5 movies came out today. First one was at an 18% on Tomato Meter with a 52% audience score. Best friends and roommates Joe and Lucy have never been lucky in love. Believing true romance is not in the cards for them, their friends make a pact. If they haven't found meaningful relationship by Lucy's birthday in 1 month, they will jump off the Brooklyn Bridge together. But it isn't until they actually find themselves in the very relationships they thought they wanted that Joe and Lucy realize that maybe they had their priorities all wrong. It's rated R. It's a romance. Directed by Eric Schaefer. Produced by Brad Crevoy, Steve Stabler, and Bradley Jingle. It's 1 hour and 34 minutes long by TriStar Pictures, Motion Picture Corporation of America. Some of the cast and crew: Dominic Lachise as Al, James Rebhorn as Simon Ackerman, Al McPherson as Jane Lindquist, Ben Stiller as Buick Elias, Eric Schaefer as Joe McConaughey, Sarah Jessica Parker as Lucy Ackerman. Alright, the name of the movie is If Lucy Fell. You can rent or buy it on Amazon Video, Fandango Now, Vudu, Apple iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, Microsoft Store, Redbox, and DirecTV. 27% on the Tomato Meter and 37% on the audience score for the next one. 3 generations of the same family deal with the consequences of unleashing the forces of hell. In 18th century France, Paul Le Merchant works as a toy maker until he's coerced into creating a box that serves as a portal between hell and earth. The box summons demonic Angelique and Pinhead, who, 200 years later, hunt down John Merchant. Then, centuries later, Philip Merchant prepares for a final confrontation. It's rated R. It's a horror. Directed by Kevin Yeager and Joe Chappelle. Produced by Nancy Ray Stone. It is 1 hour and 25 minutes long by Miramax Films and Dimension Films. Some of the cast and crew: Charlotte Chatton as Genevieve LeMerchant, Christine Harnos as Reimer, Kim Myers as Bobby Merchant, Doug Bradley as Pinhead, Valentina Vargas as Angelique, and Bruce Ramsey as Philip LeMerchant, John Merchant, Dr. Paul Merchant. Alright, the name of the movie is Hellraiser Bloodline. You can rent or buy it on Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, Microsoft Store, Redbox, and Apple iTunes. Alright, the next one, 53% on Tomato Meter with a 44% audience score. The Seaver family arrives at San Francisco International Airport to catch a flight to Canada. They check in their pets, Chance, an American Bulldog, Shadow, a Golden Retriever, and Sassy, a nervous cat. But the confused pets burst out of the carriers and escape to the city. There, they follow with a group of strays and struggle to avoid an overzealous dog catcher. But when the trio tire of vagrancy, they set out to find their beloved owners. It is rated G. It's a kids and family adventure. It is directed by David R. Ellis, produced by Barry Johnson, written by Julie Hickson. It's 1 hour and 28 minutes long by Walt Disney Pictures. Some of the cast and crew: Michael Rispoli as Jack, Benj Thal as Peter Seaver, Kevin Chebelia as Jamie Seaver, Veronica Lauren as Hope Seaver, Kim Grice as Laura Seaver, and Robert Hayes as Bob Seaver. Alright, the name of the movie is Homeward Bound 2: Lost in San Francisco. It is streaming on Disney Plus. You can rent it or buy it on Apple iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, and DirecTV. You can also buy it on Microsoft Store. Alright, then the next one. 80% on Tomato Meter with an 81% audience score. In a remake of the classic French farce La Cage aux Folles, engaged couple Val Goldman and Barbara Keeley shakily introduce their future in-laws. Val's father, Armand, a gay Miami drag club owner, pretends to be straight and attempts to hide his relationship with Albert, his life partner, and the club's flamboyant star attraction, so as to please Barbara's father, controversial Republican Senator Kevin Keeley. It's rated R. It's gay and lesbian comedy, directed by Mike Nichols, produced by Mike Nichols, written by Jean Porret, Francis Weber, Edward Molinaro, Marcelo Dallin, and Elaine May. It is 1 hour and 59 minutes long by United Artists and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Some of the cast and crew: Christine Baranski as Catherine Archer, Hank Azaria as Edgardo Spartacus, Diane Weiss as Louise Keeley, Nathan Lane as Albert Goldman, or Starina, Gene Hackman as Senator Kevin Keeley, and Robin Williams as Armand Goldman. Alright, the name of the movie is The Birdcage. You can rent or buy it on Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, Microsoft Store, Redbox, and AMC On Demand. Alright, the last and final one. 94% on the Tomato Meter with a 93% audience score. This is a reality-based crime drama set in Minnesota in 1987. Jerry Lundgaard is a car salesman in Minneapolis who has gotten himself into debt and is so desperate for money that he hires two thugs to kidnap his own wife. Jerry will collect a ransom from her wealthy father, paying the thugs a small portion and keeping the rest to satisfy his debts. The scheme collapses when the thugs shoot a state trooper. It's rated R for sexuality, language, and strong violence. It's a crime, drama, comedy, mystery, and thriller. Directed by Joel Cohen, produced by Ethan Cohen, written by Joel Cohen, Ethan Cohen. It is 1 hour and 37 minutes long by Gramercy Pictures, Polygram Filmed Entertainment. Some of the cast and crew: John Carroll Lynch as Norm Gunderson, Harv Presnell as Wade Gustafson, Peter Stormare as Geir Grimsrud, William H. Macy as Jerry Lundgaard, Steve Buscemi as Carl Showalter, and Frances McDormand as Margie Gunderson. Alright, the name of the movie is Fargo. And this one is streaming on DirecTV, or you can rent or buy it on Apple iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, Microsoft Store, Redbox, and AMC On Demand. Alright, well that's it for March the 8th, 1996. Have fun watching the movies.
This show is brought to you by Heartland Production Entertainment. If you'd like to help to make the show better, go to patreon.com/heartlandpae.